Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 coins. Use Rossi for an 8% discount. Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi1990 here, and I'm back with another video today. Today's video is going to be slightly different to what I have been doing, but then slightly similar at the same time. Today we're going to be looking back at some of the informs, special cards we're going to call them because some of them aren't technically informs, that Leeds United have had over the FIFAs. Now you know that I'm a big Leeds fan, and when Lewis Cook got his hero card recently, it got me thinking, what else have Leeds had in the past, which I've known about, because obviously I've been around quite a while. I've been in the community for a long time. But hopefully you can smash a like button. Obviously, I appreciate some of you aren't Leeds fans, some of you don't like Leeds. But it's something, a video which I like to do. And I do have actually quite a lot of Leeds subscribers. I got a lot of them over on Twitter. So I like to do this video for me and for them. And if you do enjoy it in any shape or form, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new. If you've just come over from Lucas's channel, welcome. If this is the first video you're watching, I did do a collab video with Lucas yesterday. If you want to go check that out, the one which we did is on his channel currently. The one I'm doing is coming out on Saturday at 10:30 AM UK time. So you want to see that, search and discard. I'm doing collab series. I promised it to you guys, and I'm delivering. But we're going to get on to today's video, which is the first of today. We've got a random hybrid coming out later, so if you want to look forward to that one and want to miss this video, I've got no problems with that. But I want to make this video for me. So here it is. First one is Lewis Cook, obviously. Hero card came out recently. Really nice card. Lewis Cook is a young player for Leeds. He is the young player of the year in the Championship, actually the Football League in general, which is a huge, huge honour. Like I said before, Dele Alli won that last season. You see what happened to him. I think Gareth Bale's won it in the past as well, which says it all really. If Lewis Cook can go on and play Premier League football, I can guarantee you he will be a massive part of England's future. He'll be the Gerrard, the Lampard put together. He's a full product. He's only 19 at the moment. And like I've been saying, I hope he stays at Leeds. But I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't get in his way kind of thing. I wouldn't complain if he did fancy a Premier League move if Leeds didn't challenge next season. But Leeds are apparently challenging for playoffs next season. They've come out with this new thing where season ticket holders get a 50% refund if we don't make the playoffs, which is quite crazy to think about. But it means that Leeds are going to go for the playoffs, which is brilliant. It really is. We move over to the next player now, which is Max Gradel, as you can see, used to play for Leeds, currently of Bournemouth, which actually Lewis Cook is linked with, so maybe they can link up together some point. Gradel was brilliant at Leeds. I loved Gradel. He was probably one of the paciest players we've ever had, 89 pace. He was a winger. Like I said, currently of Bournemouth, but we sold him to St Etienne in the French league, which was a top French league, and they went on to do pretty well in I think the first season they had him. He's just come back from an injury at the moment for Bournemouth, but look at that card. Brilliant. Ivory Coast player. He's only 71 rated, so you know, he's better than that now. He's a gold now. Move on to the next player, which is going to be Luke Murphy. This is more of the most recent ones. It's like Cook and then probably Murphy's the one before that, maybe another player actually, just thinking about it. But this was an inform card. I think he got 2 goals, and obviously as a centre mid getting 2 goals, that's almost guarantees you an inform. If you're a striker, you probably have to score 3 or maybe even 4 or 5 these days with the likes of Luis Suarez and people going crazy. But he's a very nice centre mid card. I did use him in the random hybrid when he came out, and he was a very, very fun card to use. Next one is going to be that team of the season, Ross McCormack, Leeds' highest rated card they've ever had in a FIFA. Obviously, when Leeds were in the Premier League, FIFA wasn't FIFA was a thing, but it wasn't Ultimate Team. So there wasn't essentially cards, they were just players on the game. But for likes of like when Leeds were in the Premier League, I'd imagine they would have had a lot higher rated than 82, for sure. Like guaranteed. But this is the Ross McCormack card, which we, a couple seasons back, which I loved. I loved this card so much. He was brilliant. He was pacey, 80 pace for a guy of his size, because he was quite short, just feels a lot pacier. The shoon was amazing. He's also in line for a team of the season card this year, which is going to be a gold as well for Fulham, obviously. In the team of the season most consistent. I will probably use that in the random hybrid to kind of like compare him to how this one played. But moving over to the next player now, it's going to be Robert Snodgrass, currently of Hull. He was one of the players who buggered off to Norwich when at Leeds, which was quite upsetting because I really like Snodgrass. He's a winger who hasn't got genuine pace, but he's got unbelievable dribbling and shooting skills. You can see his card kind of suggests that. For a 74 rate, he's got good shooting and dribbling. It's a really nice card, actually. Holy hell. But he, like I said, never had a lot of pace, but he recently just scored a really nice free kick for Hull, and I hope he does well. I like Robert Snodgrass a lot, and he's actually coming back to Leeds at the weekend. So, holy shit, you better not score, Robert. The next player is going to be Rudy Austin. move over to Rudy Austin. This is one of the more recent ones. Like I said, I think Luke Murphy was definitely the most recent one before Lewis Cook. But Rudy Austin had an inform. And if you actually go back to FIFA, I think this is FIFA 12, FIFA 13, I can't remember. He's currently in the final team of the week. So you can still pack him to this day, which is pretty freaking crazy if you ask me. But he was a brilliant card. So you can see a holding centre midfield player, had that good shooting and defending. He was kind of like a box-to-box midfielder who'd do the defensive duty, then he'd go up the other end and smack one in. He was very inconsistent for Leeds with his shooting. One week he'd score an absolute worldie, and the next he'd be smashing them into the crowd, left, right, and centre. I think he currently plays for, I think it's a team in Norway, but I'm not sure. He was heavily linked to going with Sheffield Wednesday, but couldn't get a work permit, so we don't see a lot of Rudy anymore, unfortunately. The next player is going to be Luciano Becchio. Luciano Becchio. I love this guy when he's at Leeds. He's at Rotherham at the moment, which is pretty crazy. Another one who went to Norwich. We've had a few. I think there's another one coming up. He had 90 physical, but he would have been heading back then, just to let you know that. 90 physical would be pretty freaking crazy, but 90 heading's pretty good. He was a brilliant player for Leeds. He was key to them winning games, obviously, when we had that Becchio, Ross McCormack, Becchio, Beckford partnerships. I think it was pretty darn freaking sweet. My phone's falling out of my bloody pocket, which is brilliant. The next player is going to be Johnny HOWSON. Again, another one who went to Norwich. It's getting a little bit repetitive, but it's true. It's bloody bollocks. A few of them are still there, and obviously they're struggling in the Premier League at the moment, but HOWSON actually has a current inform in this FIFA 16. This was his Leeds inform, which is a very, very nice card as well. I actually remember using that one. It was a really fun card. He was quite expensive, I think. It just seems to be a trend when Leeds get an inform. People hype up the price because they know there's a lot of Leeds fans in the community. Actually, there's a few, there's a few Leeds fans who do YouTube videos. There's Nick 28T. There's R9 Rye doesn't really do YouTube videos anymore, unfortunately, but he's obviously a Leeds fan, and a Mini Minter as well, which I know off the top, and obviously myself. So that's 4 Leeds fans in the community, and a lot. 2 of them are huge, huge YouTubers. That's pretty cool to know. And that is actually going to be it, I do believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, we've gone through them all now. It's pretty crazy. Leeds have had a fair few special cards, I'm going to call them, but not as much as some teams, let's be honest. Leeds have never really had a good season since FIFA came out, apart from maybe the season with Ross McCormack getting all the goals. Could count as a good season for him. But Leeds have always been a mid-table, mid to low-end table championship team since FIFA's come out. I actually had League One as well, obviously, which sucks. But hopefully next season, I'll be coming back to you in a year's time and saying, you know what, Leeds have had a crazy year. We've gone up to the Premier League. We've got all these amazing cards. We've got Team of the Seasons left, right, and centre. That is the dream. Will it be a reality? We'll have to find out in the future. If you have enjoyed this video, a like would be absolutely fantastic. If you're new around here, do not be afraid to subscribe. I'll catch you next time, and bye-bye. Boo!